my name is Tara Coonan, and today I'm going to go over with you the position of a commercial lending assistant. The company I looked at was First Bank and Trust East Texas. They have branches located in Tyler, Diboll, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, Cleveland, Jasper, Pineland, Longview, Palestine, Porter, Hemphill, Kirbyville, St. Augustine, and Splendora. A little bit of background about the bank is First Bank and Trust East Texas was ranked in January of 2009, received a superior ranking from an independent national financial firm based on its safety, soundness, and performance for the past 10 years. The company overall employs over 450 people. I'm going to go over 4 job duties specifically. The first one I'm going to go over with you is collecting documents to close a commercial loan. First off, you have to decide on what type of commercial loan is it. Is it secured by real estate, equipment, accounts receivable, oil and gas, or is it an interim construction loan? Once you've decided on what type of loan it is, you can decide on what type of documentation you need to collect to close the loan. For example, if it was a real estate loan, you would need to collect surveys, appraisals, title policies, title commitments, and you would also need to make sure that the taxes were paid on the property by receiving a paid tax receipt. Another example would be if it's secured by accounts receivable, you would need a current listing of all of the accounts receivables, and we would loan 80% of that. If it's an interim construction loan, we would need to get a cost estimate of how much it would be projected to build the house or the building or whatever it might be. The second duty I'm going to go over with you is preparing the loan documents for the closing. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to review the commercial lender's terms that he's specified for that loan. So you would want to review his interest rate, the principals that the payments that he's decided on the loan. Is it going to be principal and interest, or is it just going to be interest? The maturity date of the loan, things like that. You're going to want to figure that out first. Then once you've got that figured out, you're going to go into a system called ARDA, and you're going to input all of that information in the system. This is basically creating your loan document specifically for that loan. Once you've done that, you're going to print your documents. Once you've printed them, you're going to want to review all of the information on the documents to make sure that it's correct. Dates, terms, principal, payments, interest rates, things like that. Make sure that it's all good to go before the customer signs. Third duty I'm going to go over with you is booking the loan to the system. So basically, after you input all the information and print your loan documents from ARDA, you're going to go back into ARDA and you're going to export the loan to the main system, which is known as OSI. Exporting the loan just basically is just clicking a link, just sending the information from ARDA into OSI, which is the main system which houses the loan, and that's the system you're going to go to from years to come to make sure that the loan is payments, check on balances, and things like that. So basically, after you've booked it to OSI and exported the information, you're going to go back into OSI and you're going to verify that all of the information was booked correctly, and then you're going to fund the loan, which basically just means that you're creating a balance to the loan, because once the loan is out in OSI, there's not really a balance until you go out there and disperse the proceeds. So you would disperse it whether it be a cashier's check or sending a wire, and that basically just creates the balance on the loan. The fourth duty I'm going to go over with you is collecting annual documentation for the file. We collect annually financials from the customer, tax returns every year, paid tax receipts to make sure that the taxes are paid on the property, insurance. You want to make sure that they keep current insurance on the property, and you want to keep a current accounts receivable listing, so we usually get those quarterly. The salary for a commercial lending assistant ranges between $25,000 and $45,000. Working conditions are indoors, and it's climate controlled, and we do a lot of sitting and typing. I received data from interviewing Gail Wright, who is a commercial lending assistant with First Bank and Trust. I also went out to the website of First Bank and Trust East Texas to get some information about the background of the company. Minimum qualifications for a lending assistant would be 5 years lending experience or a high school diploma and recommended business bachelor's degree. Safety concerns, the only safety concern would really be just using a large stapler. Pretty much you run the risk of cutting yourself or puncturing your fingers or hands. Something new that I learned about the position is that it's most commonly known as a loan processor. My reaction to the job is that I feel like it's a great job and it's a great experience if you want to be a commercial lender. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.